My lovely Leos, how are you? I hope 2018 is treating you well so far. Right, this is Jill. Welcome to Tarot by the Sea. I'm doing your reading for the 15th to the 21st of January 2018. Okay, I will be using the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. I'll be using the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I may possibly clarify, depending on how the time goes, with the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I got both of those for Christmas from my children, and they're lovely. Right, let's see what we've got for you. So, let's have a look. I won't talk too much about the cards. I will tell you what they are, but I'm not going to talk too much about the cards because I know it takes a long time to shuffle. I know some people like shuffling, some people don't like shuffling. So if you want to fast forward to where I stop shuffling, I am quite happy with that. That's what I always do, in fairness. Right. Oh, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You have the Ace of Cups. Whoa. Okay. Fair. Oh my goodness, what just happened there? I appear to have a new guide. Cards are getting a little bit muddled, and the energy is very different for readings, which is why I think that I have, but I'm also getting cards kind of thrown at me to a bit of an extent, to be honest. And it's a little bit... But we do get there, and they do seem to be okay readings, so it's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. Oh, no. One or two. One, preferably, please. No, one. One. No. Sorry. I keep getting like loads of cards and I'm like, no. Put it in a different way. No. Oh my goodness. Okay, Hierophant. Right, bottom of your deck you have the Ten of Wands. Okay. So, maybe feeling overburdened, maybe there's a lot going on. The cards you have so far, you have the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles together. You have the Ace of Cups, you have the Three of Cups, you have the Hangman, you have the Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune together. And then you have the Hierophant as well. And then you have the Ten of Wands on the bottom of your deck. You have the Seven of Winter. You have the World. Lots and lots of people are getting the World at the moment. I think there's a lot of things ending. We have the King of Spring has just jumped out, but I don't know whether it was meant to, so it may come back out. King of Spring is the King of Wands. Okay. So that may have some relevance to some of you. You've got the Hierophant twice in both decks. Okay. Eight of Summer. Three of Winter. And the Seven of Spring. Okay. Right, on the bottom of this deck you have the Eight of Autumn, okay, which is the Eight of Pentacles. And it says, do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. This could be a work reading, it may not be. You have the Eight of Pentacles and you have the Ten of Wands in your deck. Sorry, this jumper's really itchy, it's driving me crazy. Right, I'm going to go and get changed in a minute. So, we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Pentacles. You're working very, very hard. Okay, you're working very hard. You have the Ace of Pentacles twice. It's your first card and it's your overriding card too. Right. This could be a work reading. You have the Queen of Swords as well. Now the Queen of Swords, bless her heart, she's fiery. All right. She's not going to put up with any more crap. She has had enough. She has her sword. She has been hurt. She has been hurt. She has been hurt. All right. She's had enough. She will cut you if you mess with her. Okay, she's very blunt, she's very to the point, she's very truthful, she's very honest. She's also a queen, which means that she is very nurturing and she will protect her own. And we have the Seven of Winter. Okay, the Seven of Winter is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords says, there is a better choice, not seeing things clearly and running away from the truth. So maybe you're dealing with this Queen of Swords, okay, which is an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay. But maybe you're running away from it. Maybe you're running away from this, and you're just working. Maybe you're so busy working that you're not actually seeing this at all, and you have the Ace of Cups, which is the start of something that's emotionally fulfilling. Okay, maybe in the past you were doing this, maybe this is your future. You have this. You also have the World card. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups and you have the World, and it's a brilliant success, freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. Perhaps you have been the Queen of Swords and you've cut things out, and now you're ready to move forward. Okay, maybe it was the end of a karmic cycle, maybe it's the end of a cycle generally, and now you're at this new point where you have the Ace of Cups, which is the start of something that is emotionally fulfilling. All right. Perhaps it was a third party. Perhaps you're celebrating, okay? Maybe you're just hanging out with friends. Maybe you've been working so hard, yeah, and you're feeling overburdened. Maybe you're taking some time out to spend some time with your friends, okay? But maybe this is also a third party, because we have, on top of it, we have the Hierophant. Okay, maybe it's a third party relationship. And it says, do the right thing for the right reasons. Compare tradition versus new approaches to see what works for you, a spiritually minded community. Maybe you were running away from something. Maybe you were running away from this Queen of Swords. Maybe you cut somebody out, even, if you're exhibiting that energy. And maybe you're just dealing with an air sign who is seeing that there's a better choice. And not, you know, that is not seeing things clearly and running away. Okay. Maybe this air sign has cut you out, and you're not even aware of it, which is the other option. And you're kind of thinking that there is this Queen of Cups, and actually, you know, it's like. But I kind of don't feel that. I kind of feel that, like, maybe in the past you were working really hard, or somebody was working really hard. I think probably you, since it's your overlying energy. I think you've been working really, really hard. And I think there may have been the opportunity for this Queen of Swords to have a relationship perhaps with this Queen of Swords, and you've run away from it, maybe. You're not seeing things clearly, but you have this. So you're kind of you've either kind of turned this down, right, or you've got to the end of a stage and now you have this, okay, and you can move in any direction that you want to move in at this point. And again, third party, possibly, because we have the Hierophant, and you're doing the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. Maybe you're seeing things from a new perspective. You have the Hangman. You're either taking a break or you're seeing things from a new perspective, one way or the other. Okay, you weren't seeing things clearly. Now you have the Hangman. Okay, which is a new perspective, or the need for a new perspective. Okay, and then you have the Eight of Summer, which is the Eight of Cups. So you're leaving something behind. Don't know what it is. It could be this. It could be this air sign. It could be the thing that you didn't see. It could be a marriage for some of you, because you have the Hierophant. But I don't think it is. I think you're doing the right thing for the right reason. But it's saying that the reason is a desire for a more meaningful life, realizing it's time to move on and choosing to make major life changes. You know, maybe you're seeing things. Maybe in the past you were kind of doing things for the right reason. And maybe you're taking a new perspective, and now you're realizing you want something more meaningful. Okay, and you need to move on. So quite possibly it's that as well. You have the Three of Winter, which is the Three of Swords. Okay, the Three of Airs, the Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak card. And again, third party relationship card. Okay, there are three people in this card. Well, two people in a bear. So you've got Santa, you've got the bear, and you've got Little Red Riding Hood. Which one is you? Do you want to be there, or do you want to be Little Red Riding Hood? Reach out to others for love and for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. You're walking away from something else, and it's asking you to basically reach out to other people for comfort and love. It may be that you're walking away from your marriage. It may be that you're walking away from a third-party relationship. You may be walking away from the Queen of Swords. Okay, you may be cutting somebody out. But you want something meaningful, and whatever this is, you're seeing it from a different perspective. And okay, maybe you are hurt, or maybe somebody else is hurt, but I think it might be you. Okay, I think it might be you, because you have this, because of the other cards. It could be more than one person is hurt, to be honest with you. Could be more than one person is hurt. But you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Four of Wands. So you have this firm foundation. It's not the Ten of Cups yet, okay? It's not a house, but you've got the posts. You know, you've got the posts. You're still open to the rain and things like that. The Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favour, okay? And you've realised that there is this desire. So maybe there has been heartbreak in the past, and maybe the Wheel of Fortune's turned, and you now have this new foundation with somebody. You know, and you're kind of moving into that because you want something more meaningful. Maybe you've been dealing with the Queen of Swords in the past. The Queen of Swords isn't particularly nice, in fairness, and maybe you're moving into something else with someone else, for some of you. For some of you, you're at the end of a cycle, and actually you're committing to your marriage and you're willing to work on it. You want something more meaningful. You're looking at your marriage from a different perspective. You want something more meaningful, okay? But realising it's time to move on. Maybe if you were in a third party, you're moving on from the third party and recommitting to your marriage, okay? Possibly. And then maybe somebody is hurt. Because again, we have the Hierophant card, okay? You have two Hierophant cards, and you have this Family card as well. And it says, you have the Seven of Spring, which is the Seven of Swords, okay? Sorry, Seven of Wands. Yeah. And you're defending yourself, you know. You're defending yourself. And maybe you're defending yourself within your marriage. Maybe you're standing up for yourself and saying, right, okay, if this marriage is going to work, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. What do you need? Yeah. Just don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. Quite possibly, you end this third-party relationship and you get lots of tears and emotional drama and things like that. And you have to go, no. Nope. Nope. We're not going there. That's not going to happen. Okay? It's done. It's finished. It's over. Whichever relationship you might be leaving, you may be getting that. It's done. It's finished. It's over. Maybe the other person is doing this to you. This is always the way that it can go. It could be you doing it, it could be somebody doing it to you. Okay, but be assertive, don't back down. So whether it's within an organisation, because the Hierophant can also be organisations, or whether it's within a marriage and potentially a third-party relationship, I don't know. So let's have a look. Let's see how it's gone. So Leo. I'm going to do the angel cards. I'm just going to pull you 3 cards from the angel cards. We have release, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. That is on top of realising it's time to move on. It's time to move on, Leo. It's time to move on. Okay, maybe you haven't been seeing that. It's time to move on. From whoever this Queen of Swords is, quite possibly, it's time to move on. Okay, whatever that is. It is just time for you to move on. Then you have the Nine of Water. Your wishes come true. You have the Nine of Waters on top of the Ace of Cups. Okay, it's on top of the World. It's also on top of the Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Heartbreak card. Okay, the Seven of Swords. Sorry, the Three of Swords. But your wishes come true. Concerns fade away, and you have a love of life. Okay, if you can move on, I think you're going to be an awful lot happier. Whatever this is, just move on. Just move on. Okay. For some of you, it's the Nine of Water as well. It's the Nine of Cups. For some of you, you may be drinking too much. Okay, I always refer back to the other cards as well, and you may be drinking too much. And maybe that's what you need to do, because you have, I think you had, no, so it wasn't you. And you have the Empress. You have the Empress, okay? And you have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Empress is lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others, okay? You've got the Nine of Water, you've got the Empress. You may be dealing with an air sign female, okay? You may be dealing with an air sign female. So, air sign, sorry, fire sign female. That always kind of, the Emperor is Aries, so I kind of always get that kind of fire sign person as well. I think it was you. Did you have the Emperor? No, you didn't. The Emperor is like, the Empress is like the Emperor to a certain extent. She's very much in control. She is the Empress, okay? She's very much in control, but she's rather more nurturing than the Emperor is. So maybe you're releasing the past and things are just working out with an Empress. Maybe you're leaving the Queen of Swords for the Empress. Maybe the Empress is your wife, okay? And you're leaving the Queen of Swords behind, quite honestly. Because you have the Hierophant twice. And then you have the Knight of Earth. Loyal, dedicated, honourable and kind. This is the Knight of Pentacles, okay? There's time to buckle down and get things done. Honour your commitments. This is the bottom of the deck for this, okay? I think you're looking to the long term. I do think you're looking to the long term. It's talking about honouring your commitments, and it has the Hierophant. Okay, so I think you're releasing something for something else which is committed. For some of you, it could be that you are leaving your marriage and you have to honour your commitments in terms of taking care of your children and things like that, okay, for some of you. But I don't think so. I think for the majority of you, you're staying where you are. I think for the majority, you're staying where you are. I don't know. There's the end of something and things get better. And that's pretty much it. And a lot of it is around commitment because you have the Hierophant twice. So, and you have the Four of Wands. But you want something more. You want something more. You want something more meaningful. You want something, and you want to move on from the phase that you have been in and actually have something more meaningful. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much, Leos. And I have got the weekend to myself. And I don't have any more parties. I do children's science parties. And I don't have any more this weekend, so I can actually just knuckle down and do tarot instead. So lots and lots of love to you, and I will speak to you very soon. Okay, take care, bye bye.